interesting. So I looked out the window, and it's actually, there was a contained fire on the 3rd floor, and I'm on the 9th floor. I want to tell you, and you may think I'm kidding, but I'm really not. You're looking at these guys, you know, all dressed up, ready to go. Now, I guess it's a volunteer department, I hope, because I looked out, you know, off the balcony, and if this was a really big fire, boy, did we need you guys. Because it took them 2.5 hours to get this one woman out of this one apartment. They put the ladder, they wheeled it into the apartment, then they figured out they couldn't drag her out along the rungs. Then they came up with some kind of a carrying, whatever you call that thing, and then they couldn't drag that down. I said to myself, wait, well, couldn't I just be in New York? Can't I just be with professionals? And that's what you guys really are. I said, when you're out of your territory, you don't realize what you're missing. In terms of our other relationships, I think at the prompting of people like Edgar and others, particularly Hatzolah, we actually went on and developed a paramedic training program at Methodist Hospital. Joe Bo has a lot to do with running that, in which we teach them, and they go out and they get certified. I think Svi was one of the early people, and his son, who got that certification. Not a license, right? And so we're very proud of that. We bring people out into the workforce every year. We give people an opportunity to upgrade their skills and actually get even an increase in better arrangements for employment. So that's all exciting about. Hatzolah is a great, great organization. When I was talking to Laser the other day, my wife unfortunately decided a couple of years ago on Thanksgiving she was going to do some decoration while I was sleeping and fell off a ladder and a little step stool in the house. And the next day, when I realized with a pulse of 46 that wasn't so good, I called, and who shows up but Laser? 3rd floor, big old wooden house here in Brooklyn. And I said, she's okay, Marie could walk down. He says, not walking while I'm here, right? And usually I put down with a couple of guys. And she ended up having to sub-door, and it was fun. So we want to thank all of you for all the hard work you do. I want to tell you that our relationship to Hatzolah has been and will be the highest that we could possibly create as the years go along, because where can you get something for nothing that's as great as this? I really don't know. And I want to thank you on behalf of everybody in Brooklyn, certainly our hospital. And thank you all, those of you who do your great work every day, responding to the challenges of our city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chabot, for those kind words. And thank you again, Dr. Bove. When I invited Dr. Bove, he says, Bernie, I'll come anytime you want, but what are you serving? You're serving food. It's in the background. We know each other for about 20-something years, God willing, many, many more years, just in health. Before we go on to the next presentation, I'm going to ask Rabbi Jack Meyer to come up here. He has a special presentation for the fire department, for the firemen.
Firefighter Desmond, where are you? Give me a first come up on me. I'll start talking till you get here. There's a story that they say about a rabbi that was sitting and studying in his house. Chief, this is for you. There was a rabbi sitting and studying in his house when there was a flood in the neighborhood, and they decided on a mandatory evacuation. The fire department sent engine 282, engine 250. They went engine 247, started doing evacuation. They knocked on the rabbi's house. And the rabbi says, don't worry, God will take care of me. I'll be all right. So they leave. The water starts getting higher. The next thing you know is that power ladder 114 is on the 2nd floor window. Rabbi, you got to get out of the house. Look, you're on the 2nd floor. He says, God will take care of me. I'll be all right. Well, they left. Well, long and behold, all of a sudden, Marine 1 comes down the street. He's sitting on the roof. He says, you got to get out of here, Rabbi. You know, this is too dangerous. He says, don't worry, God's going to take care of me. Well, sure enough, the water went too high and the rabbi passed away. He comes upstairs to God. He says, God, what did you do to me? He says, listen, I sent you the best. You just didn't listen. The best, you guys are the best. What you guys do on a daily basis, nobody could even imagine it. Going into a building when it's hot, when there's a fire, an actual fire, and you go and you save lives. Nobody could imagine what you're doing. The reason why we came here together is because of the heroic work that the fire department did in saving a baby's life, a 3-year-old girl's life on Hanukkah when the house was on fire. At this time, I'd like to present to you the father of the little girl who's here. Mr. Friedman, please come in here so you could personally thank the firefighter who saved your daughter's life. Firefighter Desmond, Mr. Friedman.
Stand before you as imaginable, with the greatest emotions, unexpressible, not only because of my lacking of expression, but also I think that the human would be limited to express what needs to be expressed at a time like this. Expressions of thanks and appreciation to the Master of Ceremonies, as well as each and every individual who partook in the precious pieces of the puzzle which took about to bring this complete picture, which missing any part of it, the picture would have never been complete. And it's the community in general, so many individuals, I know that I don't even know each and every one of you. The firefighters, especially the one who brought my daughter out and saved her life. Not intending to preach, and despite my struggling time, I would like just to share a thought with you. I was taught that one who saves a life, they saved an entire world. And in addition, the goodness that one merits to accomplish comes and is a result of previous good actions and good deeds that merits one to continue and to do such wonderful things. Destruction is effortless, but to save lives there's a lot of involved, and a lot of goodwill and a lot of good doing and so on. My hope is to all never to come across any trying situation in any sort at any near level, and may all of you prosper and succeed in all future endeavors. I just felt to express that I'm not a negligent or careless person, and I guess, you know, it's easy to say, but it's hard for anyone. But I don't think, and I still don't understand how this came about, and it wasn't any careless or something that it was sound sturdy and something that seems like meant to have been. I can say to you that as long as we will be granted the gift of life, your life-saving will be evident and be visible every time I will see my daughter. And each and every moment it will be evident and will be remembered and will be thanked for forever after. On the humorous tone, obviously the greatest heroes, bravest, and so on, people of our generation have seen, to the best of my knowledge, were the ones of September 11th. My daughter was a twin, and they, at the September 11th, they weren't able to prevent it from happening and destroying the Twin Towers. But you did indeed save my Twin Towers. And thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Mr. Friedman's father here in the back, together with his father-in-law, also here present, to thank you all. And we'd like to thank all the teamwork that went in with Firefighter Desmond that brought about this heroic save of this young child. And just as we say, God always works in mysterious ways, They're usually not assigned to this neighborhood, and they just happened to be there that night. So you truly were God's messengers that night, and from the bottom of the heart, the whole community thanks you. God bless you all.